Welcome to AI for the People.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're diving deep into the biggest AI breakthroughs of 2025.
All right.
So we've got news articles, funding announcements, all sorts of things, and we're going to break it all down.
Awesome.
From mind-blowing startups to the big tech giants.
Yeah.
And we'll even uncover some trends that might reshape industries.
Right.
Are you ready to dive in?
I am ready. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. First up, physical intelligence, or PI.
Hi. Yeah.
This startup is making a serious buzz in the world of robotics.
Yeah, they are. And I think what's really capturing people's attention is their goal. They want to make robots as easy to use as our, favorite chatbot assistants.
Right, hold on. So you're saying robots that can understand us like the chatbots we use every day?
Exactly. That's precisely what they're aiming for.
Okay.
They're focusing on building robots that can tackle complex physical tasks, not just answer simple questions.
Right.
Imagine asking your robot to fold the laundry or even stack those delicate eggs, without crushing them.
Okay, now that is seriously impressive.
Yeah.
But how are they doing that? It can't be easy to teach a robot that level of dexterity.
No, it's not. And that's where their Pi Zero Foundation model comes in.
Pi Zero Foundation model.
Yeah. It's basically, think of it like the brain that allows robots to understand instructions, learn from their environment, and interact with the physical world in a more, sophisticated way.
So it's not just about programming specific movements. It's more about giving them the ability to learn and adapt as they go.
Exactly. And this approach seems to be resonating with investors.
Really?
Pi just secured a massive $400 million funding round.
What?
With big names like Jeff Bezos and OpenAI, backing their vision.
Wow. Okay, so when you have, tech giants like that putting their weight behind a startup, no, they're onto something big.
Absolutely. It's a clear indication that the world is taking notice of this shift towards AI that can actually interact with the physical world.
Right.
And Pi is not the only startup making waves.
Okay. Who else?
There's World Labs, co-founded by Fei-Fei Li, a very renowned veteran AI.
Yeah.
They're working on something called large world models for 3D AI applications.
Okay, 3D AI. You have to break that down for me.
So think of it this way. They're creating AI that can perceive and interact with the three-dimensional world around us.
Okay.
And this has huge potential in fields like, gaming film and even developing more realistic simulations for self-driving cars.
So instead of just AI that's, in the digital world, we're talking about AI that can understand and navigate the physical world.
Exactly. It's a big leap forward.
Right.
And they've actually attracted over $230 million in funding. So you can see how much interest there is in this area.
Wow.
And then there's Ryder, another exciting startup.
Okay, I've heard of Ryder.
Yeah. They're using AI to kind of supercharge business processes.
Okay.
With what they call their Palmyra family of large language models.
Okay, so I've heard of large language models. What are they doing with them in the business world?
So think of tasks that take up a ton of time in a business, like customer support or even creating marketing content.
Yeah.
Ryder's AI can handle that, freeing up human employees for, more strategic work.
That's amazing.
And their recent $200 million funding round suggests they're on the right track.
Yeah, definitely. It's fascinating to see how all these startups are coming up with these innovative applications.
Yeah.
But what about the big tech companies, the ones with the really massive resources? What are they up to in the AI world?
Well, NVIDIA, known for their graphics processing units, is doing something super interesting with their Project Digits.
Project Digits?
Yeah. They're essentially building a personal AI supercomputer.
Oh, and a personal supercomputer. That sounds like it's out of a movie.
Yeah, it might sound futuristic, but it's becoming a reality.
Wow.
And it's powered by their new GB10 Grace Blackwell superchip.
Okay.
Giving it a level of processing power that's measured in petaflops.
I have to admit, I don't know what a petaflop is, but it sounds very powerful.
It is, in simple terms, it means having access to the kind of computing power that was previously reserved for massive research institutions or tech giants.
Wow, okay.
Imagine rendering a complex 3D animation in seconds, or training an AI model on a data set that's the size of a small country. That's the kind of power we're talking about.
So it's like putting the power of a supercomputer in the hands of individuals and small businesses.
Exactly. It could be a total game changer.
Yeah.
NVIDIA is also making significant strides in robotics and autonomous systems with their Cosmos platform. This platform uses synthetic data, which is basically computer-generated data that mimics real-world scenarios to speed up the training process for AI that needs to operate in the physical world.
That's brilliant. So instead of collecting real-world data, which can take forever,
Yeah.
they're training the AI in a virtual world.
Exactly. And it's incredibly efficient.
Wow, that's so cool.
And speaking of big players, we can't forget about Microsoft and Amazon. Microsoft is pouring a staggering $80 billion into AI data centers.
$80 billion.
Yeah, $80 billion.
That is a mind-boggling amount of money. What are they doing with all that?
They're building the infrastructure to support the development and deployment of increasingly sophisticated AI.
Wow.
And their ongoing partnership with OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT,
Yes.
also signals their commitment to pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Okay, and Amazon, what are they doing?
So Amazon Web Services, or AWS,
Right.
as you know, is a cloud computing giant, and they're constantly expanding their AI infrastructure,
Right.
making it easier for startups and businesses to tap into the power of AI without having to, build everything from scratch.
So they're like providing the building blocks for the next generation of AI-powered applications.
Exactly. And the recent collaboration with Anthropic, an AI safety and research company, highlights their commitment to developing AI responsibly.
Okay, so we've covered some really impressive advancements from these tech giants. But let's delve into some specific breakthroughs. What's happening over at OpenAI, the company behind those incredible language models?
So OpenAI is definitely at the forefront of AI innovation, and their latest model called O3,
Oh, three.
yeah, is making waves with its groundbreaking feature, step-by-step reasoning.
Step-by-step reasoning. That sounds interesting. What does that mean?
So imagine you're solving a complex math problem. You don't just jump to the answer, you break it down into smaller steps, applying logic and reasoning along the way.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what O3 can do, but at a much faster and more sophisticated level.
So instead of just giving an answer, it shows its work and explains how it got there.
Exactly.
That's pretty remarkable.
Okay.
What are some potential applications for this?
The possibilities are huge. In healthcare, for instance, O3 could help doctors diagnose diseases with greater accuracy by analyzing patient data, step by step.
Wow.
In education, it could personalize learning by breaking down complex concepts into smaller, more manageable steps for students.
That's fascinating.
It makes AI more transparent and accessible to those who might not have a deep understanding of how it works.
Yeah.
And they're exploring applications across a bunch of different sectors, from finance to manufacturing.
Okay.
Imagine AI that can analyze financial markets, predict trends, and then explain its reasoning to investors.
Wow.
Or AI that can optimize production processes, identify potential bottlenecks, and then provide step-by-step solutions for improvement.
Okay, it seems like OpenAI is really on a mission to bring the power of advanced AI to a much wider audience.
Yeah, they are.
But are there any other companies kind of pushing the boundaries of AI? Are there any other notable developments we should be aware of?
Definitely. Stability AI, known for its impressive work and image generation, is now making waves in the video generation space.
Video generation.
Yeah, they've launched tools that allow users to create really realistic videos from simple text prompts. It's like having a Hollywood studio at your fingertips.
Wow, you're saying you could just type in what you want to see, and the AI will just generate a video.
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing.
What are some of the uses for this technology?
It could transform content creation across tons of industries. Imagine creating marketing videos, educational content, or even entire movies with just a few lines of text.
Yeah, that sounds like a game changer.
It's a content creator's dream come true.
Yeah, for sure. But aren't there concerns about the misuse of this?
No.
Like creating videos from text prompts sounds like it could be easily exploited to spread misinformation.
Absolutely. That's a valid concern, and researchers and developers are definitely actively working to address that.
Okay.
Content verification tools and regulations are being developed to ensure responsible use of this powerful technology.
It seems like we're entering an era where the lines between real and fake are becoming increasingly blurred.
Yeah.
It's exciting, but also a little unnerving.
Yeah, definitely.
But okay, we've covered a lot of ground already.
Yeah.
From startups to these big tech giants.
Yeah.
What other fascinating areas of AI are you eager to explore in this deep dive?
Well, there's a particularly intriguing area that's been gaining traction lately, agentic AI.
Agentic AI.
Okay, I'm all ears. What's it all about?
So essentially, agentic AI refers to AI systems that can plan and execute tasks autonomously,
Okay.
based on goals set by humans. It's like having a super efficient personal assistant that can handle complex tasks and make decisions without, constant human intervention.
Wow, that sounds incredibly powerful. What kind of tasks are we talking about here? Give me some real-world examples.
Let's start with customer service. Imagine an agentic AI system that can handle customer inquiries, resolve issues, process orders, and even personalize recommendations, all without any human involvement.
So basically a customer service agent that's available 24/7 and never gets tired or makes mistakes.
Exactly. It could revolutionize customer service.
Yeah.
But it goes beyond that. Think about logistics and supply chain management.
Okay.
An agentic AI could optimize delivery routes, predict potential disruptions, and even manage entire fleets of autonomous vehicles.
That would be huge for businesses.
Right. Especially in today's fast-paced global economy.
Yeah, the possibilities are really limitless. We're seeing applications in health or finance, even agriculture.
Wow.
For example, in healthcare, an agentic AI could monitor patient data, alert doctors to potential problems, and even adjust medication dosages based on real-time feedback.
That's amazing. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Yeah, it's happening right now.
It's incredible. But with all this autonomy, are there concerns about safety and control?
Mm.
What happens if an agentic AI system makes a mistake?
You bring up a crucial point. And researchers and developers are very mindful of this.
Yeah,
Ensuring the safety and reliability of these systems is paramount.
of course.
One approach is to build in layers of oversight and control, allowing human operators to intervene if necessary.
Okay, so it's not about completely handing over control to the AI.
Yeah.
It's about creating a partnership where humans and AI work together.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance between autonomy and oversight.
Right.
Another important aspect is designing these systems with transparency in mind. If we can understand how an AI arrived at its decision, it's easier to trust those decisions and identify potential problems.
Right, so it's not just about knowing what the AI is doing, it's about understanding why it's doing it.
Exactly. And that's something that researchers are working on right now, developing methods to make AI more explainable.
So we can understand its reasoning.
Right.
Okay, this has been a really insightful discussion on agentic AI.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff.
We've covered so much in this deep dive.
We have.
What other fascinating areas of AI are you eager to explore?
Well, there's one area that's particularly exciting to me, the rise of AI video generation tools.
AI video generation tools.
I mean,
More.
so these tools are empowering anyone with a story to tell to bring that story to life.
Okay.
And one platform that's leading the charge is Synthesia.
Synthesia. Okay,
Yes.
you mentioned that before. Remind me what exactly makes it so special.
So imagine this. You have an idea for a video, but you don't have access to a camera crew or professional actors or editing software. With Synthesia, you can simply type in your script, choose from a library of AI avatars, and the platform will generate a professional-looking video for you.
So you're telling me I could create a high-quality video without any filming or editing experience?
Exactly.
That sounds almost too good to be true.
Yeah.
How realistic are these AI-generated videos?
The technology is really advanced to the point where these videos are incredibly lifelike. The avatars are expressive, the movements are natural, and the voices are indistinguishable from human voices.
That's impressive.
Well,
What are some of the practical applications for this? Who's using it and for what?
businesses are using Synthesia for all sorts of things, from marketing and training videos to even producing personalized video messages for their customers.
Wow.
It's also becoming really popular in e-learning, where educators are using it to create engaging video lessons.
Yeah, I can definitely see that being a game changer for educators.
Right.
It allows them to create those videos without the need for expensive equipment or technical expertise.
Yeah, it's democratizing video production.
Yeah.
And it's not just about cost savings or efficiency. It's about giving people a new way to express themselves creatively.
Right.
Imagine a small business owner who can now create a compelling video ad for their product without breaking the bank. Or a teacher who can create a video lesson that really captures their students' attention.
Yeah, that's inspiring. It's amazing to think about the potential of this technology to empower people.
Yeah.
But I also wonder about the implications for the traditional film and video production industry. Will these AI tools replace human actors and filmmakers?
That's a big question that's being debated right now.
Yeah.
While these tools are incredibly powerful, they're not meant to replace human creativity.
Right.
They can be seen as tools that complement human capabilities, allowing filmmakers to achieve their vision in new and innovative ways.
So it's not about AI versus humans. It's more about AI and humans working together.
Exactly.
Oh.
It's a very exciting time to be working in this space.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
The possibilities are truly endless.
This has been a really enlightening discussion about AI video generation tools.
Yeah,
It's clear this technology is going to revolutionize how we create and consume content.
it is.
But before we move on, I want to touch on one final point. We've been talking about how AI is democratizing access to this sophisticated technology,
Right.
from supercomputing power to video production tools.
Yeah.
Do you think these advancements will lead to a more equitable and inclusive technological landscape?
I do think it. I believe these advancements have the potential to create a more level playing field where individuals and small businesses can compete with those larger organizations.
That's exciting to think about a future where access to cutting-edge technology isn't a barrier to innovation.
Yeah.
But I also wonder, are there potential downsides to this?
Hmm.
As AI becomes more common, how do we ensure that its benefits are distributed fairly and that it doesn't make existing inequalities worse?
That's a crucial question, and one that we need to be actively addressing as we develop and deploy these technologies. It's essential to ensure that AI is used ethically and responsibly and that its benefits are accessible to all.
Well said. I think that's a perfect note to end on
Yeah.
as we wrap up this part of our deep dive.
Okay.
It's clear that we're at a pivotal moment in the evolution of AI, and the choices we make today will have a profound impact on the future.
They will.
But for now, we'll have to leave it there. Stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive, where we'll go even deeper into the world of AI and uncover more exciting breakthroughs.
I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to it too. It's been a pleasure exploring these developments with you.
Likewise.
And to our listeners, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep imagining the possibilities. The future of AI is in our hands.
It is. Welcome back. I'm so eager to pick up where we left off. Remember Agentic AI, those autonomous systems we talked about? They're not just a futuristic concept anymore. We're actually seeing real-world applications emerging, and the implications are huge.
You've definitely piqued my curiosity about Agentic AI. Can you give us a sense of how these systems are being used today? Like, what kind of impact are they having?
Sure. Let's take the example of customer service again. A company might deploy an agentic AI system to handle their online chat support. So instead of just responding to basic queries, this AI can actually analyze customer data, understand their needs, and even proactively offer solutions before the customer even asks.
So it's not just about reacting to problems, it's about anticipating them and taking action before they even arise. That's impressive. Are there any real-world examples of companies using Agentic AI in this way?
Absolutely. Several companies in e-commerce and telecommunications are already using agentic AI for customer service, and they're finding that these systems can significantly improve customer satisfaction while also freeing up human agents to handle more complex issues.
Makes sense. It's about using AI to streamline that whole customer experience and make it more efficient for everyone involved. I'm starting to see how this technology could really change the game. Where else are we seeing Agentic AI making an impact?
Logistics is another area where agentic AI is proving to be super valuable. Imagine a system that can manage an entire shipping and delivery operation. So it can analyze real-time traffic data, weather patterns, and even unexpected events like road closures, to optimize delivery routes and make sure packages arrive on time.
That sounds amazing, like a logistics manager's dream. No more scrambling to deal with delays or route changes. The AI just handles all of that automatically. Are companies actually using Agentic AI for logistics at that scale?
They are. Some large retailers and delivery companies are piloting programs that use agentic AI to manage their logistics operations. And the early results are really promising, showing big improvements in efficiency, cost savings, and even reductions in carbon emissions.
It's so cool to see how AI is being applied to real-world problems like this, making our lives easier and our businesses run smoother. Are there any other sectors where Agentic AI is starting to make headway?
The possibilities are really limitless. We're beginning to see applications in healthcare finance, even agriculture. For instance, in healthcare, an agentic AI could monitor patient data, alert doctors to potential problems, and even adjust medication dosages based on real-time feedback.
Wow, that sounds like science fiction, but it's happening right now.
It is.
Incredible, and a little mind-boggling to think about the potential impact. But I had to ask, with all this autonomy, are there concerns about safety and control? What happens if an agentic AI system makes a mistake?
It's a critical question, and one that researchers are really thinking about. Ensuring the safety and reliability of these systems is paramount.
Right.
One approach is to build in those layers of oversight and control so human operators can step in if needed.
So it's not about completely handing over control to the AI. It's more about creating a partnership where humans and AI work together.
Exactly. It's about finding the right balance.
Okay.
Another important aspect is designing these systems with transparency in mind. If we can understand how an AI is making its decisions, It's easier to trust those decisions and to identify potential problems.
Transparency is key. It's not just about knowing what the AI is doing, it's about understanding why.
Precisely. And that's something that researchers are actively working on, developing methods to make AI more explainable.
So we can understand that reasoning process.
Exactly.
This has been a really insightful discussion about agentic AI.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff.
We've covered a lot in this deep dive.
We have.
But I want to go back to something you mentioned earlier about those AI video generation tools.
Right.
I'm really curious to learn more about them.
They're really quite remarkable. These tools are empowering anyone to tell their story and bring it to life visually. And one platform that's really leading the charge is Synthesia.
Okay, Synthesia.
Yeah.
You mentioned it before. Remind me what exactly makes it so special.
Imagine this. You have an idea for a video, but you don't have a camera crew, actors, or editing software. With Synthesia, you can just type in your script, choose from all these different AI avatars, and it just generates a professional-looking video.
So you're telling me I can create a video without any filming or editing experience?
Exactly.
It sounds almost too good to be true. How realistic are these AI-generated videos?
Well, the technology has advanced so much that they're incredibly lifelike. The avatars are expressive, the movements are natural, and the voices are indistinguishable from human voices.
Wow, that's so impressive.
Yeah.
What are some of the practical applications? Who's using Synthesia, and what are they using for?
Businesses are using Synthesia for a bunch of things, from marketing and training videos to even personalized video messages for their customers.
Wow.
It's also becoming really popular in e-learning, where educators are using it to create more engaging video lessons.
I can see how that would be a game changer for educators.
Yeah.
It lets them create professional videos without needing expensive equipment or technical expertise. It's amazing.
Yeah. It's democratizing video creation.
For sure. And it's not just about cost savings and efficiency. It's about giving people a new way to express themselves creatively.
Absolutely. Imagine a small business owner who can create a compelling video ad without spending a ton of money, or a teacher creating a video lesson that really grabs their students' attention.
It's inspiring to think about the potential of this technology to empower people.
It is.
But I also wonder about the implications for the traditional film and video industry. Will AI tools replace human actors and filmmakers?
It's a question that's being debated a lot right now.
Yeah.
And while these tools are powerful, they're not meant to replace human creativity.
Right.
They can be seen as tools that complement human capabilities and allow filmmakers to achieve their vision in new ways.
So it's not AI versus humans, it's AI and humans working together.
Exactly. And it's
Yeah.
a super exciting time to be working in this field.
It sounds like it.
The possibilities are truly endless.
This has been a really enlightening discussion on AI video generation tools.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff.
It's clear that this technology is going to change the way we create and consume video content.
For sure.
But before we move on, I wanted to touch on one final point. We've been talking about how AI is democratizing access to sophisticated technology,
Right.
like supercomputing power and these video production tools.
Yeah.
Do you think these advancements are going to lead to a more equitable and inclusive technological landscape?
I think they have the potential to create a much more level playing field where individuals and small businesses can really compete with larger organizations.
It's exciting to think about a future where access to cutting-edge tech isn't a barrier to innovation.
It is.
But I also wonder if there are any potential downsides. As AI becomes more pervasive, how can we ensure that its benefits are distributed fairly and that it doesn't make existing inequalities worse?
That's a critical question, and one that we need to be mindful of as we develop and use these technologies. It's so important to ensure that AI is used ethically and responsibly, and that its benefits are accessible to everyone.
Well said. I think that's a great point to end on. As we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Okay.
it's clear that we're at a really important moment in the evolution of AI. And the choices we make today are really going to shape the future.
They will.
But we'll have to leave it there for now. Stay tuned for the final part of our deep dive, where we'll continue to explore the frontiers of AI and uncover more exciting breakthroughs.
I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to it too. It's been great exploring these developments with you.
Likewise. Welcome back to our deep dive. It's great to be back, and I'm ready to continue exploring these AI breakthroughs.
I'm ready for more too. We've seen some amazing things already. Robots that fold laundry AI that makes videos. But I feel like we've just scratched the surface.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot more to uncover. And one area that's particularly interesting to me is the rise of multimodal AI.
Multimodal AI.
hmm
Okay, that sounds pretty complex. What is that exactly?
It's a cool concept. Think of an AI that can not only read text, but also understand images, audio, even video, all at the same time.
So it's like an AI that has all our senses working together to understand the world.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. It's about creating AI that can process and integrate information from different sources, just like we do.
That makes sense. And what kind of potential does that have?
Oh, the potential is huge. Think about shopping online, for example.
Okay.
A multimodal AI could analyze the product description, the reviews, the images, even videos of people using the product. It could give you a much richer and more personalized shopping experience.
Wow, that would be amazing. It's like
Yeah,
instead of just seeing a picture and a description, I could actually get a feel for what it would be like to use the product.
exactly. And this applies to so many other fields, too.
Like what?
Well, healthcare, for example. A multimodal AI could look at medical images, patient records, lab results, even video consultations to help doctors make more accurate diagnoses.
That's incredible. It could revolutionize how we diagnose and treat diseases.
Exactly. And it goes beyond healthcare. Think about education. Multimodal AI could create much more engaging and personalized learning experiences. And in marketing, it could help companies really understand their audience and target their messages in a much more effective way.
It sounds like multimodal AI could change almost every aspect of our lives.
It really could. But there are definitely some challenges involved in developing this type of AI.
What kind of challenges?
Well, it's not easy to create AI that can seamlessly integrate and process all these different types of information. It requires a lot of sophistication.
Yeah, I bet. But it sounds like researchers are making progress.
Oh, definitely. We're seeing some really impressive results already.
It's amazing to see AI evolving so quickly.
Yeah.
But as we move towards these intelligent machines, I think it's really important to consider the ethical implications too.
I completely agree. As AI becomes more powerful and more widespread, we have a responsibility to use it in a way that benefits everyone.
For sure. One thing that concerns me is bias in AI systems. We've already seen examples of AI perpetuating harmful biases because of the data they were trained on. How can we prevent that from happening as AI becomes more integrated into our lives?
You bring up a crucial point. And one of the key approaches is to be really careful about the data we use to train these systems. We need to make sure that the data is diverse and representative of the real world.
So it's not just about the algorithms themselves, it's also about the data that's used to train them.
Exactly. And another important step is to create more transparency and accountability. If we can understand how an AI system is making decisions, it's easier to identify and correct any biases.
Transparency is so important. It's not enough to just have AI that works.
Yeah.
We need to be able to understand how it works and why it makes the decisions it does.
Absolutely. And we also need to think about the broader societal impact of AI. As AI starts automating more jobs, how will that affect the workforce? And how do we make sure that everyone benefits from these advancements and not just a select few?
Those are big questions that we need to address as a society. It's clear that AI has the potential to change our world for the better, but we need to be careful and thoughtful about how we develop and use it.
I couldn't agree more. We're at a crucial point in the evolution of AI, and the decisions we make now will have a huge impact on the future.
This has been an incredible deep dive. We've explored some amazing innovations and really delved into the ethical and societal implications of AI. It's clear that AI is going to play a huge role in shaping the future.
It is, and I'm excited to see where this journey takes us.
As we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought. AI is rapidly changing, and it's raising all these important questions about how we interact with technology. It's a fascinating time to be alive, and the future of AI is really in our hands. So let's work together to create a future where AI benefits everyone.
Well said. It's been an absolute pleasure exploring these ideas with you.
Likewise.
And to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI. Stay curious, stay engaged, and let's continue to shape the future of this incredible technology together.